like I say, it's ironic and funny actually how nuns. I mean, it's not funny, but it's interesting how nuns actually got started. It goes back to World War II, actually. Some frat party boys, or some people who thought they could work their way into the government, somewhere around Hitler time, thought that they could do the king's right thing. That said that they could have sex with college girls, or that anybody in office could have sex with college girls, or or had to have sex with the president if he requested. Anyway, they tried to make this a law, the king's right. Anyway, quite a few women came to me, didn't actually come to me, but were put in contact with me and said, "Sir, we don't want to have sex with this person." And I said, "You want to have sex with me?" No, I didn't say that. I said, "Okay, don't have sex with him." And he said, "Well, it's the law though, and it says we have to have sex with them." And I was like, "Who wrote that law? What?" And well, for one thing, White Star Line, creator of humanity and everything else like that, and I was the only one who actually had that much power where I could actually have a law written or ask my humans to have sex. I mean, technically, as creator of humanity, I mean, I could. I mean, but why? I mean, it's like, I'm the creator of humanity. Women should be throwing themselves at me. Like, I created. I was responsible. Actually, it's endoskeleton life, really. So I go before humans, technically. So 9 races or 12. Anyway, though, it doesn't matter. What matters is that these people thought that they could write a law that said that the president could have sex with college girls or whoever he wanted. And that they had to give themselves to him, I guess. Anyway, I don't know. It was very short. The woman just said, "We don't want to have sex with this person. It's a law. We're supposed to have sex with them. Or citizens are supposed to have sex with them." I think it was the Jewish, the people with the stars. Somebody had put in the law so that said that they had to have sex with them. And I was like, "No, you don't have to have sex with them. I'm creator. I'm Lucifer. If you had to have sex with anyone, it would probably be me. And I'm cool about it. No, free will." So anyway, so then we went into the long-term debate of who has more right, state or creator. So anyway, at first I was like, "Well, just say you're my wife and that you don't want to have sex with them. You're the creators of the emperor's wife. You don't have to have sex with them." So there's a bunch of women saying they're my wife just because they didn't want to have sex with these men. So anyway, later on, apparently I had like a lot of wives because they just didn't want to have sex with. They were like, "I want to have sex with. I want to have sex with the creator's wife." Anyway, it was okay. It's just because women, I don't know. Maybe they didn't want to be. They wanted to be polite about it, or maybe they just these people. It was somewhere around Germany and Hitler. Some kids wanted to have sex with some girls, and they, I don't know, whatever. They thought they could order or whatever. And I was like, no, you can't. No. Germany's one of my governments. America's one of my governments. Italy, Russia. No ruler has the right to void free will or free choice. They can't. It's not legal. It's not my right. It's not my will. And as creator, I'm the only one who can technically do that. Not that I would, because, well, Anyway, though, so that goes into, somebody's like, "Well, these women, you can't be married to all these women." Because apparently they find out eventually. And I'm like, well, they just didn't want to have sex with these guys. I'm like 8 years old. This is a prelude to World War I, World War II. This and a couple other things. And so I'm like, well, isn't there another way? And they're like, well, we can just say we gave ourselves to you, or whatever, or we are saving ourselves for you. I was like, well, you can save yourself for me, and then just decide not to save yourself anymore. I was like, well, you can save yourself for me, and then just one day decide not to save yourself anymore. That's fine. And then somebody else is like, well, that's only virgin, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, it doesn't matter. If they don't want to have sex with a guy, they don't have to have sex with a guy, and you can't make that a law. So, anyway. So me and this other person, basically, we're talking it out. We're not actually together. He's just talking to me, and I'm like, okay, look, Lucifer, creator, namer of America, in my country at least. I was like, in my country at least, this is not a law. So anyway, and this is a prelude to World War One, World War Two, and why Germany gets a real, for America. Because I'm saying you can't do this. I'm saying that I pull creator right on this guy. Because this guy's, well, I'm the blah, blah, blah commander or whatever. I'm the ruler of blah, blah. And I'm like, and like I say, I knock him down there because I'm like, no, I just got through with Germany. They're my country as well. So Germany and America, technically Russia, a few others. At least Germany and America. I'm like, at least Germany and America, those are mine. You're not really the ruler like that. Even though you've written the laws, no. Null and void, gone. So he's a little upset. And these girls who are now nuns or whatever. Anyway, though, it gets bad. And a few of them do die anyway. But anyway, though, and it's the start of what is America. That leads to America because then I'm like, no. Anyway, and I have enough other life forms and enough right. I mean, everybody knew I was creator of 9 races, and I had AI support on me. So, pretty massive dude, really. So anyway, and this guy's like, anyway, he's in 1940, so he has 80 years to one up on me. And take over the government, take over governments, do war, whatever. So this is the prelude to all the wars. And so it's always over a woman, isn't it? So anyway, so a bunch of nuns, and other people decide to start dedicating themselves. The guys are like, well, we want to dedicate our lives to you too. And I'm like, okay, sure. You dedicate, whole races dedicate their lives to me. So I was like, well, you don't have to. Generally I had my own ship and everything. So anyway, I used to have my own spaceship and my own team until I really came up against this other guy, and then he was pretty powerful. I'll give you that. Took him a long time, but he got me anyway. He kind of got me. Couldn't kill me though, so anyway, yeah, and that's the prelude to how we get nuns in the world and everything else. Before that, nuns had sex, or, they were just women who practiced medicine. And it wasn't until, I think what it was the priests or someone, the Pope wanted to have sex with all the nuns or something like that. And the nuns were actually like medical staff. So, but free medical staff or something. I don't know. It's complicated. So anyway, so all those women are like, well, we've given ourselves to God or the Creator. The Creator, really, they say. Later on, it's translated to God. Anyway, so because they don't want to have sex with the Pope or whatever. Anyway, it's a time-space thing. So anyway, so yeah, and then I guess maybe that gets people to thinking about me and everything else, and that I'm actually the Creator, and that makes other things happen. So anyway, my life. 8-year-old kid, child, inventor, creator of humanity and lots of other races, and my life just goes like ballistic. It gets, at the end of it, I'm just like, oh my God, I have never had this much trouble. I have never had this much trouble with a race. But anyway, so. Anyway, and I don't know. Some things happen. So. Yeah. Anyway, I was 9 years old. Then I had to face a war that wasn't supposed to happen. Couple wars, kind of. Mostly like the Vietnam Forever War and other wars. So, but I mean, it's just a misunderstanding. As soon as people understood what it was about, war was like, they're like, no, we're not gonna fight. We get it. It's this other guy. Like, yeah, it's over sex and stupid.